Hello there, and welcome to Legal Break. I'm Maureen Akers, and with us today, Gary Bruce of Gary Bruce Law Office. Gary, thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be here again.
Every Wednesday. Yeah, so glad to have you. And we have great questions. And today we're going to talk about something that maybe a lot of folks are wondering about. It's that holiday time of year. A lot of people are traveling. Right. Do you? What should we remember maybe if we're traveling in cars and maybe
if
even renting cars?
If something happens out of town, you know, most things happen close to home because that's where we travel. But if something happens out of town, then you need to be particularly careful about getting the information. Make sure the police are called, take photographs of everything, document everything, get the other people's information, get witness names. It's critically important. The big stickler can be if the car is disabled. That's a real problem. But they ought to put you in a rental car to get around. Hopefully you'll get that kind of thing moving along, but it can be a real problem if you're out of town.
So if I'm out of town and I've rented a car and I've traveled out of town, do I need to get the renter's insurance? What should I consider about that?
Well, that's a good question on the rental coverage.
Yeah.
If you're out of town because it's a rental car for business, then you might have to buy that coverage. There are exclusions in some of policies that don't cover business use. So you need to call. You may have coverage through your credit card. So if you use a credit card, call on the back of the credit card. There is coverage that may be available to you, and they'll tell you what you've got. Ultimately, probably call your agent, make sure you've got the coverage, or read the policy. You know, it's hard to read them. I don't read mine, you know, but anyway, you need to read the policy to know. If you do have insurance here and you're in another state, that insurance will be conformed to meet the regulations of that state. So you should be covered under your own policy, but be careful.
But just want to be sure. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great advice. So what happens if there's something that's happened? I feel like maybe I need an attorney. If I'm out of town, should I get an attorney in that town, or what should I do?
Well, it's never a bad idea to talk to somebody, but you know, with the travel and issues and you're confused and don't know what's going on, it doesn't hurt to come home and get a lawyer here who will then get you associated with a lawyer there. And lawyers in Columbus, Phoenix City, or this area will have networks where they can find lawyers who will do a good job for you in that town. It doesn't hurt to have somebody local. It usually doesn't cost any more. The local lawyer then just associates a lawyer in the area where you need help. Yeah,
all very, very good advice. So it's the holiday time of year. What's your message? We should travel safe. Huh?
Travel safe, stay back, be aware of things, don't text, and have a Merry Christmas.
Yes, very good. Thank you so very much, Gary, for joining us, and I look forward to seeing you